Greetings, programs. Good morning and welcome. It's the 11th day of July, 2022. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's 60 degrees and depressing and cloudy and cold here at Site B. The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco, somebody once said. I don't remember who. Wasn't me. Anyways, it's time to take a look at what's going on in tabletop role-playing game news, if anything. All right. So, we have some news and some stuff. Some of this we've already heard. Some of it is brand new. Okay. I mentioned before that there is a free PDF available for Mork Borg and a free game for Mork Borg. And I've posted the link, and I will again. If you want to get a PDF of Mork Tabletop Role-Playing Game of the Year, Mork Borg, here's a way to get it. We have more news from the Jamison Stone, Satine Phoenix, Battle of the Bards, Apothis Studios nonsense. The company, Apothis Studios, seems to be winding down. They did make an announcement regarding their productions and product, and as we know, they did make an announcement about the claims made against them and how some of them were not factual. They then went on to say that they're not giving any refunds. Now, I don't know what they're referring to in that, because if you're talking about the Kickstarter for Battle of the Bards, if a Kickstarter fails, you don't have to give a refund. So I guess it's refunds for money owed or refunds for product purchased that never received. We do know that there is a lot of freelancers who claim they were never paid. There's a lot of people who are very upset with the way they were treated by Stone and Phoenix. And, of course, there's also a charge of embezzlement being brought against them. So we will see what happens with this. But amongst the many other announcements, including the fact that the studio is winding down and Jamison Stone has stepped down as CEO, they've now also claimed no refunds. Moving on, we have some new stuff from Pathfinder. Pathfinder has a new adventure thing called Dark Archive. It's a 242-page hardcover for $60, PDF for $15, and we also have the Pathfinder Lost Omens travel guide, which basically is a guide to the Pathfinder world as it currently stands, and that's running at $40 and $30 for the PDF. $60 for an adventure book $60 for a book that doesn't really feel necessary. Feels like it's unnecessary. There is a new deluxe version coming out for the Crown of the Kobold King setting that Pathfinder made. I love that adventure. It's been updated to second edition. It's coming out in a single volume. It'll be $40. There is a new book for Starfinder coming out called Starfinder Interstellar Species. And that's running around for $45. All these seem a little pricey. I don't know what's going on with Pathfinder second edition. I do know I really enjoyed Starfinder, and I really like them to focus more on Starfinder because I think that's their wheelhouse. But what do I know? Catalyst Games released a statement on Thursday evening about an incident involving a fan site. The fan group, Everything Battletech, abruptly rebranded to Everything Sci-Fi following a conversation with Catalyst Games Lab, causing some speculations in the Battletech community. This statement clarifies that Catalyst Games did not tell them they had to rebrand. They contacted the owner regarding concerns from the Battletech rights holders about the name. So they weren't told they had to change the name, but they were addressed, hey, there's some concerns that you're using the Battletech name, and there's, a whole bunch of licensing involved with Battletech, so I don't know, maybe. And they were like, okay, fine, we'll change the name. Mophidius has released 2 new Star Trek adventures. The first new adventure is called Unseen Consequences, which sends the crew to a station where they discover a research lab has been sabotaged. This is a PDF adventure for $5. The second is a release of Picard Season 1, featuring all the character stats for the characters from the first season of Picard, including the old and sad Jean-Luc that got so much issues. I mean, let's face it, there were so many issues regarding the portrayal of Jean-Luc in Picard, so yeah. But anyways, if you want stats for the way he appeared in the show, that's been made. The Ennies have been announced. I went through them completely. Which ones? Apparently I got a lot of, people are like, oh, I don't care. Fuck the Ennies. Fuck the Ennies. It's a bunch of, self-backstabbing and back-patting, and they don't really count. And all I'm going to say to that, okay, well, then you can't complain when a game you don't like is nominated for Best Game of the Year if you don't care. I care. I think it's important. An official 5e version of Doctor Who has been announced. Doctor Who role-playing game made for 5e from Crucible 7. It's being called Doctors and Daleks. It's a 5e version of the popular Doctor Who adventures thing that they made. Oh, God, I don't know. A Doctor Who role-playing game. I've played in 2 homebrew Doctor Who role-playing games in my life, and the first official Doctor Who role-playing game that came out in the early 90s. Was it the early 90s? No, it was the 80s. 85, 86 is when I played it. The trouble is, you have one character that's, the Time Lord, and then I guess the other characters are just the support staff for the Time Lord, like, all his companions, or you have where everybody playing a companion, and that's like, well, there's 6 companions aboard this TARDIS. I mean, I don't know how it works. I guess it could work. The best way it could work is if you don't include a Time Lord at all, and just say a group of characters stumble across a broken TARDIS, and before they know what to do, it activates, and now they're trapped traveling through time and space. Yeah. There's our freebie. Speaking of freebies, up on D&D Beyond from Spelljamer is a thing called the Spelljamer Academy Adventure. It's an introductory adventure to Spelljamer. It's up for free over on D&D Beyond. Of course, it's on D&D Beyond, which means it's only viewable on D&D Beyond. You can't, download it as a PDF or anything. So I don't know how I feel about these free games on D&D Beyond. Great, here's some stuff for free, but great, unless I'm looking at D&D Beyond, I can't do anything with it. You won't even let me download it. Oh well, it's the future. What can I do but embrace our inevitable Roomba overlords? That seems to be it for all the news that's going on today, so stay safe. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of stuff coming out because Comic-Con's this weekend. So stay safe, stay warm, and stay up to date on all the news coming out of Comic-Con as it addresses our hobby. We will hopefully have some reviews of the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves setup that they're doing. Maybe some more information regarding what's going on with Satine Phoenix and Jamison Stone, and other gaming and movie-related news, or news about the Honor Among Thieves movie, or if there's going to be a Stranger Things 5, or whatever else it is we need to talk about that might come out of Comic-Con. I don't know. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. If you appreciate the nonsense that's coming out of my mouth, let me know. If there's anything you think I can do better or need to change to make this more interesting, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subs, and we'll talk to you later. Get out of my tavern, you damn kids!